Alright. All right. Hey, y'all. Hey. Thank y'all so much for your patience. If y'all can see what goes on behind the scenes around here, okay? The chaos that ensues, okay? But I'm here, you're here, and I appreciate y'all. Let me know, drop a one in the chat if you can hear me and see me so I can make sure that my technology is working. I appreciate y'all. Okay, I see that one. All righty, and we're live. Yes. Thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. For those that are here live, those that will catch the replay, I appreciate each and every one of you. I am doing something today that I have never done before with the public, with a live audience, with really if anyone other than maybe a couple of people um, that I really talk to about this idea of eliminating limiting beliefs with ease. And this is something that up until maybe 5 or 6 months ago, I didn't even know was possible, let alone be able to do it on the regular basis for myself. Um, so this event is a very special event. I would probably say my favorite one of the year. Let me put my phone on do not disturb because it's like people just love to call me, text me, all the things when I am at my events. So, all right, that's done. We are here to release our blocks and embrace our breakthroughs. Okay, right in time for the new year. Okay, we are going into 2025 already prepared, already with the idea of new year, new me. No, we're starting off with a new mindset. We're starting off with this ability and having tools and resources to eliminate limiting beliefs with ease. Okay. So, welcome once again. Thank you so much for being here. Please drop in the chat whether you're here or on YouTube. Let us know what you do, where you're from, and what you hope to gain from tonight's session. Let me check and make sure that everything is good over on YouTube. Okay. Yes, we are live. Alrighty. Okay. So while you're doing that, I will introduce myself. Who am I? I am Minister Jaleesa Hardy, child of Yahuwah, aka God. I am also known as Jaleesa the Golden Child. I am the co-organizer for the Mental Wealth Social and the organizer for Single Mom Society and Empowered Birth Tribe. These are all groups on meetup.com. I am a survivor of many different trials, tribulations, and things that I've experienced, and a single mother of three. My children are 5, 4, and 2. So if you hear screeching, screaming, banging, knocking in the background, please understand that my children are okay. They're with my parents, but they love to, interject themselves in everything that I do. So I'll make sure I give that disclaimer. I am a global speaker and trauma of money certified professional. I am a publisher. I support specifically women with self publishing books, journals, planners, ebooks, and the like. I'm a self published author 4 times coming. Okay. I have my 4th book in the works as we speak. The first book I self published in 2018 is It's All in Me, My Journey to Freedom and Living Abundantly. And the second book was a collaboration book, and it's called Healing My Sisters, and I did that with JJ Conway. And my third book is a planner, a 30-day calm life planner, which supports you with taking your life and your mindset from chaos to calm. Okay, I'm all about calm, peace, ease, all of those things. I have a bachelor's of science degree in biology, general chemistry, and natural health. I am a poet, singer, songwriter for the Voices of Survival Choir here in Howard County, Maryland, with Hope Works of Howard County. I was born in Buffalo, New York, but currently living in Glen Burnie, Maryland. I am a holistic pregnancy and birth doula in training. I am currently in the process of becoming a birth and pregnancy doula. And my, I hate to say target audience, my intended audience is specifically melanated mamas that are navigating high risk and or high risk pregnancy. So if you know anyone that fits into that audience, send them my way. And they can join the Empowered Birth Tribe or reach out to me for my doula support and services. And at the end of the day, I am just Jaleesa. There's only one me in the whole entire world. There's only one person that has my DNA, my fingerprint, my human design, all of those things that make me me. And there is what I consider the world to be a puzzle. And when I was born, there was a puzzle piece that was missing that I filled in for the world. And the same goes for you. You are needed. You are necessary. There is something that you have that no one else can do here on this earth. So stand in that, walk in that, understand that, and know that. You are valuable, you are worthy, and you are enough. Our mission here at the Golden Child is to guide you to see and be your most authentic self, uncover and release limiting beliefs, and unleash the Golden Child within. I love, love, love to remind people that not only am I the Golden Child, you are the Golden Child as well. You are literally a walking, talking, breathing miracle, and the world needs you. What we offer here at the Golden Child, I have membership communities, I have books, planners, journals. You can get your human design chart for free from my website. I have master classes one specifically, how to self-publish with ease, that is available to purchase on my website. You can get the video and audio version of that so you can listen to it on the go. It's all in me. Our book talk just completed. It is on our YouTube page, all 6 sessions. You can get your book and follow along as you please. You can binge watch it. You can watch it one a week or one a month or whatever the case may be. But the book talk is now live on our YouTube channel, all 6 sessions. It was an amazing, amazing experience. I was the very first one I ever did. And it was an amazing experience. So for those that participated, and for those that will watch the replay and comment and, ask questions, I am super duper grateful for each and every one of you. I have another freebie on my website where you can get our From Manuscript to Masterpiece, the pros and cons of self-publishing guide. And then if you want to explore self-publishing and just don't know where to start, you don't know if you want to start with the membership or you want to get done for you services, book a Birth Your Book consultation call. And that is where we can get started to discuss your next steps with your self-publishing journey and the Golden Child. As I mentioned, we are on YouTube and we are in the process of monetizing our YouTube, and we need your help. We cannot do this alone. This is definitely a journey that we need support. We need your shares. We need your, your activity and engagement on our YouTube channel. All the watches, all the likes, all the shares, all of those things add up and contribute to our journey of getting monetized. We need 1,000 subscribers, three 3,000 watch hours or 3 million views on our shorts. So we have quite a long way to go, but each and every single like, share, comment, all of those things help us get closer and closer to our goal. And of course, it is free to support. So please, please, please help us reach our goal. Upcoming events. We have upcoming events. January 3rd, we will be doing our Money Manifestation Masterclass, and that is something I literally just dropped in my lap to share and really remember and support you with understanding that the manifestation of money is really not about money at all. So I'm super excited about that at the top of the year. January 10th will be our Black Women Journaling Social. Of course, every single Friday, we have our Freedom Fridays. I may take a break for next week during the holidays, but we'll see. We have every single Monday at 2 p.m. our co-working and accountability session. The Grief Circle for Melanated Women. I think the next one is the 16th, but I have to check the calendar. I know she said she was taking a break for some time as well. And then December 29th, we have our Single Mom Society support social. We also have an event inside of the Empowered Birth Tribe as well on the 28th. Okay, so does anybody have any questions, anything that they wanted to share? Let me check the chat before we move on to our quick grounding breaths. Tracy says, learning about limiting beliefs and strategies to change them. Nikki from North Carolina, looking to learn how to release negative thoughts. Yes, I love it. Trinity says, I'm a university enrollment counselor. I live in Chicago, and I hope to eradicate limiting beliefs that stop me from having financial abundance. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love it. All right. We are going to do some quick grounding breaths before we get into the nitty gritty of this event. I will do my best to keep it within an hour and a half, but there is a lot for me to cover today. I know you guys will have questions and different things like that. So we're going to start with 3 quick cycles of grounding breaths. As I always say, be intentional about inhaling what it is that you need in this moment, whether it's peace, calm, focus, tranquility, whatever it is that you need in this moment, and be intentional about inhaling that and exhaling whatever is not serving you in this moment or hasn't served you. Take what you need as far as the inhale and the exhale. If you need to inhale longer or shorter, feel free to do and listen to your body as we do these. The box breath is breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, and then repeat. Okay? Let me make sure there are no questions. All right. You can count for yourself. I'll say inhale, hold, exhale, hold. But again, take what you need. Being intentional about relaxing as much as possible. Releasing any tension from your head down to your toes. And inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. One more, inhale, hold, exhale, hold. All right. That was our 3 quick box breaths. This is something that can support you with anxiety or just feeling overwhelmed or just feeling like you need to get grounded for a moment. You can start to flutter your eyes open and stretch in this moment. Give your body whatever it needs. If you need to grab your water, give yourself a quick squeeze. Remind yourself that you are enough, that you are safe, that you are worthy, and you are here for a reason. Those are always so supportive for me. So, this is an important note. There will be a part of this conversation where you will want to get your human design chart. If you need to get that, go to my website. I will drop the link here in the chat. The pop-up will come up and it will take you to get your human design chart. And I will drop it over here in YouTube as well. But if you have not, go on over to my website and get your human design chart because we're going to discuss some aspects of your human design chart tonight. And if you have been in any conversations or any of my events recently, this is something that I've been talking about a lot. And as time goes on, I'll be talking more and more about it. I will even be launching a human design course in the new year. Okay, so you heard it here first. You will need your date of birth, time of birth, and location of birth. If you need support with getting the specific time of birth, let me know. All right, this is an intro to human design, energy types, and authority types. Understand that human design for me has been a tool for self discovery, for deepening my spirituality, and really broadening my vision and my mindset when it comes to who I am, how I was created to be, as well as help me to release myself from ideologies and from identities that no longer serve me. It is something that supports you with unlocking your unique energy, unlocking your unique design, your unique personality, and just the way that you get to show up in the world as your most authentic self. This is a tool that I use in literally every single aspect of my life, as well as decision making. And it really supported me with implementing other tools that help make my decision making process much easier, which I will be talking about as well later on. Get my water. Human design is a system that incorporates astrology, the I Ching, the Kabbalah, and the chakra system to offer insights into your unique personality and life path. I haven't necessarily studied all of these aspects as far as like astrology, the I Ching, Kabbalah, and the chakra system. I know um, bits and pieces. No, I'm supposed to do that. I know bits and pieces of them, but my study has specifically been inside of human design. Energy types are really the foundation, the first level of human design, and it really supports you with starting to how they say, like, get your feet wet when it comes to human design, just to really introduce you to incorporating it into your life and see how it really can shift and change things for you and help you to really understand yourself in a new and better way. And it shows you how to interact with the world and how to best use your energy. We have an energetic body. We are spirit, soul, body, spirit. We are spirit, soul, body, and we have an energetic body as well. And the human design chart is really a map of your energetic body and how it interacts with the world, how your different energy centers interact with each other, and how you pick up and release energy from people and environments as well. As I mentioned earlier, your human design chart is unique like your fingerprint. No one else has your human design chart. So just like your DNA is specific to you, your fingerprint is specific to you, your human design chart is specific to you based off of your date of birth, time of birth, and location of birth. Even if someone was born the same day, time, and location, their human design chart will be different. Does anybody have any questions about that so far? You can either drop it in the chat or come off mute. Okay, so I mentioned the energy types. There are currently 5 energy types. And the major or the I would say the ones that makes up the most of the population are the manifesting generators and generators. They are 35% of the population are manifesting generators, 35% are generators. And then we have 20% who are the projectors, 8% who are the manifestors, and 1 to 2% who are the reflectors. So drop in the chat if you know what your energy type is. Let me know what it is so I know who is in the room tonight. And I am a manifesting generator. I'll make sure my kids are okay. Okay, projector, yes. Okay, generator. So how you know you're a projector, girl? we can um we can do some work to really get down to your specific time of birth. Let me see. Oh, girl, I will show you something later on that will help you get to your specific time of birth. I think did you email me about it? Was that you that emailed me about it? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'll be getting a lot of emails, y'all. But yes. So manifestors, they, as I mentioned, they make up 8% of the population. So if you know a manifestor, they are the ones that are that initiate and innovate. They are able to start new projects, ideas, movements, and bring things into existence, but they have the hardest time bringing things to completion. So for manifestors, if you know a manifestor and you know about their human design, or if you know you come across people and you're like, they always initiating things. They're always, they're innovative. They have these new ideas. They're like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. And they have a lot of energy. They're like, oh, like let's get it done. But they literally, it's like they'll have this burst of energy and then it'll just literally be like a drop or a plateau of their energy, and they'll literally just drop the project or drop the thing that they were so excited about, and you're like, you were just so excited, you were just all in for this thing, this idea, this innovative new project that you were working on. They literally work in bursts of energy. It's like their energy ebbs and flows. It's like they'll have this quick urge to get something done, to start something, to initiate something. And then it's like, yeah, I'm about to go ahead and take a nap because my energy that I had is no longer around. They are very independent and don't need external permission to act. I'm learning this. My daughter, my 4-year-old, she's a manifester, and she's such a mother. They say that manifestors are not meant to be parented. They're meant to be like guided into their leadership as an initiator and as an innovator. So that's been a very challenging thing for me as a mom. And you have the way that you grew up and different things like that. So trying to support her independence, but still guide her in the right direction has definitely been a challenge because manifestors are very fiery. They're not self-themed, is anger and frustration. And a lot of people will see like her having a temper tantrum and they're like, why is she acting like that? Like, I understand because I understand her human design, but other people won't understand the level of her temper tantrums and why she gets so fiery and upset. But it really supports me with being able to love her as she is, as her unique self. So for manifestors, their strategy, or really how they interact with the world or with other people, is to inform others of what they're doing to minimize resistance. Again, they are the ones that can just do it. That concept that Nike, puts out there to just do it, that is really for the 8% of the population that are manifestors, and for that 8% of the population only. They're the only ones that can have an urge and just go do whatever they have the urge to do. But it's important for them to inform those around them so that it doesn't cause friction with other energy types or other people that are like, why do you keep starting all of this stuff and not finishing it? What is, like, you literally were just working on something else, now you're doing this. But the more that they inform, the less resistance and the less friction it causes in their relationships. So the next energy type that I'm going to talk about is the generators. And I did see a generator in the room. Um, no, That's wrong, but they're not a hybrid of the manifestor and the generator. They're just um their role as generators are to be the workers. They have this ability to work, to focus on things and get things done like no other energy type. They have this ability to like really hone in and focus in on a project and see it to completion. Their purpose is to create, innovate, and multitask efficiently. They have this ability to move with ease. They're very fast paced and adaptable. And they have the ability to why should you duplicate this? So this is for manifesting generators. Actually, generators are they are still fast paced. Like I said, manifesting generators are a hybrid of manifesting generators, but generators are more of the behind the scenes workhorses. They have the ability to move quickly, but they need to focus on one thing, or once they commit to something, they need to stick to it. They don't necessarily have the it's harder for them to pivot or move to another thing once they've committed to something. So it's important for generators to really lean into what lights them up. If they're committing to things that don't light them up, that's the quickest way for them to burn out, be overwhelmed, end up with health challenges, be in a space and place of like depression. Those are the types of things that generators might experience if they're not really leaning into the things that light them up. Again, it's easy for generators to be people pleasers because they have the energy and the capacity to do a lot, because they have an energy center that other energy types don't have, that gives them the capability to have sustainable energy. They are their key trait as generators, they are very, very, very capable of um committing to things and sticking to them. They're able to move with the energy and the motion behind the scenes, really dictating and deciding, like, oh, these are the people, if you think of like going to a party, these are the people that are like putting the decorations up. And after the party, they're the ones that are moving the chairs and getting everything moved out and situated and cleaned up. They're the ones setting up the party, doing all the things to get the party situated so that people can have a good time. Their strategy is to wait to respond, not then inform others before acting. It's just for them to wait to respond. So when it comes to generators, it's important for you to wait to respond to messages. It can be a something that you see on social media. It can be something that you hear from someone else. It can be, if you sit down and pray and like ask God, like, can you give me a sign or a direction for this thing? And then it's for you to wait to respond to see what direction it is for you to take, or how to move inside of a relationship. Um, so for manifesting generators, as I mentioned, they are a hybrid of the manifestor and the generator. This is the only hybrid right now in the energy types. There will be two new energy types that come up around 2027, but we're gonna focus on these five right now. The purpose of manifesting generators is to create, innovate, and multitask efficiently. These are the ones of us that are, I say, we are the niche. We are not meant to niche. It's not for us to say, oh, we're gonna just focus on this one lane and stick to that. We are very multifaceted. We have a lot of different things that we're interested in, a lot of different things that we're able to do and move into different tasks, in between different tasks, with efficiently and quickly. We are very fast moving and adaptable, with the ability to skip steps and pivot. So you'll notice with manifesting generators, the way that we talk, the way that we do things, it's like we literally go from A to green to two to elephant. Like there's nothing linear about the way that we do life, the way that we do projects. It's like we might skip a step and we might realize, oh, let me go back and see if I need to do it or not. And we have the ability to pivot. If something no longer lights us up, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and do something else. And you'll notice, like manifestors, they initiate things and will drop it just with no rhyme or reason. Um, their key trait is that they combine initiating with responding and moving quickly into action. So if you notice how I do things, it'll be like, oh, I have this idea, I'll get this something to respond to, and it'll be like, oh, within a week it's an event or it's a program or something that I'm implementing. Like if you notice the way that I did my YouTube channel, I started out with just the Freedom Fridays, which is my podcast, and then every week as something came up, I was responding to something to add to my YouTube channel. Now I think just about every day there's something that I'm doing on my YouTube channel, and as things come along or as things no longer light me up, you'll see things pivot and change. I mentioned our strategy is to wait and then inform others before acting. So just like the generators, we need to wait to respond. But like the manifestors, we need to inform others before just going off of what we're responding to. Um, any questions about the first three energy types? And for the generators, I will go back and edit this and I will send it out so you can have specific, detailed, printed out information about your energy type. I didn't do enough editing and proofreading before I did this event. There's been a lot of stuff going on this holiday season. I'm literally just coming from a birthday party with my kids right before this event. Um, so yes, projectors. Their role is to guide and direct. They are the directors. They're the ones that are the sort of quiet leaders because their strategy, they have to wait to like implement their leadership and their guidance. They can't just guide people and direct people without being invited to do so. Their purpose is to manage, direct, and guide the use of energy in others. So if you notice, so my sister's a projector, and both of her daughters are manifesting generators. And what I noticed with her is she's trying to not only manage her own energy, like she's trying to manage the energy of these two manifestors because projectors don't have the ability to produce energy for themselves. It's important for them to, one, get energy from those around them, but also energy from taking naps and resting and eating nourishing foods that nourish their bodies. Their energy pattern, I mentioned they have limited energy and need rest and recognition to thrive. So if you know a projector, giving them words of affirmation, reminding them how well they're doing, reminding them how important they are to you, that is something that is going to feed them and give them the energy that they need to continue to move forward with their task or with their guidance and direction. For projectors, it's important to know that your energy capacity is around the 2 to 3 hours where you have sort of like a window of energy, a window of focus, a window of being able to do the things that you set out to do. And then it's important for you to rest, take a nap, go do something that is nourishing, journal, do a puzzle, do those things that are going to support you with resting physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. The key traits of projectors are they see potential in others and systems. The strategy is to wait for recognition and invitation before sharing wisdom or taking significant action. Any questions for the projectors? Does that resonate with you? I know, Trinice, you didn't necessarily know your um time of birth. Does the projector resonate with you? Or does another energy type? Okay. I think Trinice, you might be a generator, but we'll get your time of birth so we can see. For the reflectors, I mentioned reflectors are 1 to 2% of the population. So if you get into really human design and really start to get the human design of the people around you, if you connect with a reflector, they're literally like unicorns. They have the ability to mirror and evaluate the world around them and the people around them. They have this ability to be like chameleons. They literally are able to show up and perform as each of the different energy types. So 9 times out of 10, unless you know their human design, you won't know they're a reflector. They reflect the health of their environment and provide wisdom. So if you see that they have this ability to show you what's going on in your environment and show you even what's going on in the world and provide you wisdom on how to navigate the different environments. They are highly sensitive to their surrounding and need time to process decisions. They need to wait. Their strategy is to wait a full lunar cycle, 28 days, before making any major decisions. It's not like, oh, you got to wait 28 days to figure out what you need to eat or what you need to wear. It's really like relationships or jobs or career changes, business moves, partnerships, those types of things that they need to wait a full lunar cycle in order to make a decision on. Their key trait is that they're fluid and adaptable, and they embody the essence of their environment. Okay, so those are the energy types. Something else that I mentioned is the authority type. The authority type is really how you best make decisions and how you tap in and tune into your inner wisdom to know, okay, this is the next right thing, or this is the next right step, or this is the right decision. So, in addition to your strategy, this goes deeper into, okay, let me make sure that I am leaning into the inner guide, the inner wisdom, how for me, I say, how I best hear from Holy Spirit, God, source, and universe. And a lot of times, as mostly manifesting generators, and generators, we have more than one authority type, but the main one is the authority type that shows up on your human design chart. So for the emotional authority, that is your solar plexus. And if you look on your chart, your solar plexus is the, I should have put a chart on here. I didn't even think about it. It is the triangle that is off to the right side of your chart. And it will be defined or colored in. For those that are emotional authority types, their decisions are best made when emotions are balanced or when they're in a calm or neutral place emotionally. If you're in a place of heightened emotion, whether a negative or positive emotion, if you are a emotional authority, it's important for you to do the things that are going to help you to get grounded and get to a calm and neutral place emotionally so that you can wait and make a decision, the decision that is going to be most aligned with where you are and where you want to go. Your process is to wait through the emotional wave before committing to a decision. Even if, like you said, like I said, you might be like very, very excited about something and you're like, oh, I want to do this. It's important for you to just get still and get quiet so that you're not moving out of your emotions, but you're moving from making decisions from an emotionally neutral space. Your mantra as an emotional authority is there's no truth in the now. Who has it? This is most common for generators, manifesting generators, and projectors. The sacred authority are mostly found in generators and manifesting generators. This is when you're following your gut. And for sacred authority, it is a very bodily response. It's like your whole body like lights up, but you'll feel it mostly in your gut. And like I said, it's an immediate bodily response. You'll like literally feel like your body is drawn to something or repelled from something when you have sacred authority. You're if you understand it and you've done the work to really hear from it, because a lot of times we've gotten so conditioned to make decisions from here, make decisions from logic, make decisions from past experiences. So a lot of times, if we're not aware of our authority type, that response has been desensitized so that you're not able to really feel even into your gut or feel into your solar plexus to know whether a decision is to be made or not. So, and this is something that I noticed with my kids, their responses when they're answering questions are uh-huh or uh-uh. So instead of yes or no, they say uh-huh or uh-uh. And as children, we're taught use your words, say yes, say no. But if you notice this in a child or in another person, it's because they 9 times out of 10 have sacral authority, and that is their response. Their literal gut response is uh-huh or uh-uh. Our mantra as sacred authority is to listen to your gut. And I mentioned this is found in generators and manifesting generators. For splenic authority, your decisions are made based on a quiet, instinctual whisper from the spleen. And the important thing to know about those with splenic authority, it's only going to give you the answer once. So the more you practice listening to your spleen, the more you practice getting quiet so that you can hear those quiet whispers will be supportive for you. It's important for you to trust your immediate sense of what feels safe, healthy, or aligned. Your mantra is the first whisper is the truth. And this is found in Manifestors and Projectors. Ego authority is your heart or your will center. These decisions come from a deep sense of willpower and desire. It's like I want it, I'm gonna go get it. I want it, I'm literally gonna go after it. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get it. It's important for you to follow what you truly want and what feels empowering to you. And your mantra is what's in it for me. It might seem like a very selfish thing, but understand those with ego authority, what's good for you is good for others. And who has it? It is very rare for people to have ego authority. It is found in manifestors and projectors. Self-projected authority or your G center is you make decisions guided by your sense of identity and what feels authentic to you. So people with self-projected authority or G-center authority, they know exactly what is right for them. They know exactly what is in line for their life. They literally know like career paths, those types of things. They're very sure and clear when they're aligned with their higher selves, their true self, their most authentic selves. It's important for you to be able to talk out your thoughts with trusted people and listen to your own voice for clarity. It's not for you to get feedback, it's for you to be able to hear yourself out loud say the things that are on your heart and on your mind so that you can make clear decisions. Your mantra is this me? And this is found only in projectors. Lunar authority, this is for reflectors. Their decisions are aligned with the cycles of the moon. They get to wait a full lunar cycle before making significant decisions. Their mantra is time brings clarity. And again, this is found only in reflectors. Environmental or mental authority, not necessarily coming specifically from your mind or your logic, but it's from your crown or your ajna center. Decisions are made by reflecting on your environment and engaging in meaningful dialogue. Your process is to seek feedback from trusted people and assess how your surroundings affect you. Your mantra is, does this environment feel right? And who has it? It is another rare authority type. It is found in projectors without inner authority. Okay. Any questions about the authority types? And when it comes to how this supports you with eliminating limiting beliefs, because when you're tuned in and tapped into your inner authority, you're going to know and be able to identify limiting beliefs that are causing you to um, repeat habits that don't serve you, repeat relationships that don't serve you, repeat and stay in situations, circumstances, whether it's a career, a job, relationships, stay in those situations and circumstances that no longer serve you when your limiting beliefs are in the driver's seat versus when your authority type is in the driver's seat. Because we're gonna continue to have limiting beliefs because a lot of times we're unaware of them. But when you're following your authority type, when you're following your inner authority, your inner God, Holy Spirit, higher power, source, whatever you call it, this allows you to really override those limiting beliefs to say, you know what, this is like for those that are that have sacred authority. This feels good in my gut. This is what feels right in my gut. So despite the limiting beliefs, the negative thoughts that might come up, you'll say, you know what? I don't have to listen to that. I'm listening to my inner authority, my inner guide, because I know this is the right direction, or this is the right thing, or this is the right relationship for me, or it's not, and I can walk away from it. So, any questions about authority types? Drop your authority types in the chat for me, please. But understanding, first and foremost, I mentioned your energy type is the first level of human design. Understanding and tapping into that is going to support you with, okay, sacral, with eliminating limiting beliefs and your walking in your authority. Hey Tia, happy Friday. All right. Tia, feel free to drop your, okay, yours may be environmental. Okay. All right. So this is what I mentioned, something that I've literally been, so I'm a Reiki master and teacher, as well as I started to explore another way of energetic healing with I guess, a virtual mentor, a virtual coach of mine. And it has literally supported me with, so for example, I was in a space and place where I was dealing with um, having a hard time with releasing a relationship or releasing the idea of the relationship that I was in. And my therapist was concerned, so I had gone from I think it was like once a month or bi weekly sessions to weekly sessions, because she was like, okay, we need to work through this. I started to really tap in and tune into this energetic healing modality, to shift my limiting beliefs and release my limiting beliefs around my relationships with men, specifically my relationship with my father. And a week later, I go to therapy and I'm explaining to her like my thought process, how I've been thinking, how I've been doing things, how I've been navigating relationships with the men that were in my life. And she was like, girl, and this was like the first like light bulb for me to be like, okay, I need to really start sharing this with people, because I was able to uncover some limiting beliefs that I didn't even know that I had around specifically my relationship with my father, and where my habits and ways of being in relationships with men came from. So as I'm talking to her, she like, girl, you got it. She like, I'm so proud of you. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And she was like, well, we can, go from, the weekly sessions to monthly sessions. And then she like quietly like took me off her schedule. Cause I'm like, I go to my monthly session and it's not even on the calendar. So she's like, girl, you good. Like, you got it. So this energetic healing and this energetic work has literally like shifted me in a very, very short time. Whereas, a lot of the other healing work that I've done has taken more time, this has literally quantum leaped my ability to shift from one space to another when it comes to my healing and when it comes to how I navigate the world. So, energetic healing is a holistic practice that focuses on balancing and restoring the flow of energy within the body, mind, and spirit. It's based on the understanding that disruptions in your energy field can manifest as physical, emotional, or mental discomfort. So, if you're, excuse me, coming from a background like I have when it comes to the church or really spirituality, this is what I consider the equivalent of being spiritually blocked or just in a space and place where you're having some um challenges spiritually that are manifesting physically, emotionally, or mentally into your life. I say that everything starts either spiritually or energetically first. Whether you believe in spirit or energetics, it starts spiritually or energetically first before it manifests physically, emotionally, or mentally. So if you're experiencing dis-ease or discomfort, it's a deeper root than what we're able to see based off of the physical response, the emotional, or the mental experience that we're having. So by addressing the energetic imbalances, energetic healing literally promotes wellness, harmony, and alignment. And that is how you can quantum leap your healing, because you're really dealing with the root cause of what's going on. Any questions about that? All right. So, key principles of energetic healing. Energy is the foundation of health. The body is composed of both physical and energetic layers. So, if you hear about your aura, that's really your energetic layer. It is vital energy and it's often called chi, prana, or life force in different modalities, whether it's um, Chinese medicine, different other types of Eastern medicine as well. It flows through your pathways like chakras or meridians. And it can also be like your nervous system as well, seen inside of your nervous system as well. Balanced energy flow supports optimal health, while blockages lead to dis-ease. So if your energy, your life force, your chi, your prana is not able to flow freely, if it's blocked by something that you're experiencing mentally, physically, emotionally, then it will lead to dis-ease. And a lot of times, physically, if you're thinking about physically, it takes 10 to 15 to 20 years for something to fully manifest as a disease or a disorder. So your energy has to be blocked for a consistent number of years and time for it to manifest as a disease or a disorder or discomfort. So it's not like, oh, like you get into a car accident, your bone is broken. Like it's not like that. It's literally, it takes time for these energetic imbalances to manifest into something physically, spiritually, or emotionally. So when you can uncover these emotional imbalances, like the limiting beliefs, then you can use it, can be more preventative doing this energetic work to support you with not manifesting those diseases or disorders later on in life. Energetic healing comes from a holistic perspective. It involves addressing the mind, body, emotions, and the spirit as interconnected parts of the whole. So understand that the energetic body is connected to your mind, your body, your emotions, and your spirit. Everything works together as a system. Treating the root cause rather than just symptoms ensures lasting well-being. Intention and awareness. The healer's and recipient's intentions set the stage for healing. Awareness of one's energy patterns, age, and recognizing and shifting imbalances. So when it comes to understanding that me as an energy healer, it's not my role or responsibility to do the healing. I'm just providing you the safe space and the empowerment and the encouragement to know that you have the ability to heal. You have the energy, the chi, the capability to shift your energy so that you're able to get to the root of what's going on so that you can heal and release yourself from the disease or the discomfort that you're experiencing. It's not my role, my responsibility to do the healing. That I'm just showing you that you're capable of that and giving you the tools and the resources in order to do that. It's about self-healing and empowerment. As I mentioned, everyone has the innate ability to heal themselves by activating their energetic systems. Practitioners, we guide, we do not fix. Instead, we empower clients to align with their natural state of balance. We are naturally born in a state of balance. Our experiences, our environment, our the people around us are what contribute to the imbalances. And the more we come back to ourselves, the more we get into alignment with ourselves, the easier it will be to tap into our innate ability to heal ourselves. Any questions about the principles of energetic healing? And I know I'm giving you a lot of information. So if y'all need me to slow down, go back to something, repeat something, feel free to let me know. Common energetic healing modalities are Reiki. As I mentioned, it's something that I am certified in. Chakra balancing, acupuncture and acupressure, sound healing, crystal healing, and human design, which I'm also certified in as well. Um, you can definitely do your research, find practitioners for all of these. Work to be even get certified in them yourself. But these are only some of the energetic healing modalities that are available to support you with your healing journey and tapping into your innate ability to heal yourself. Okay, Tia. Benefits of energetic healing: it reduces stress, it promotes relaxation, enhances emotional resilience and mental clarity. It boosts physical vitality and supports the body's natural healing processes. And it facilitates spiritual growth and deeper awareness. Practicing energetic healing supports you with grounding. Begin by centering yourself through breathwork or visualization. It helps you with awareness, where you get to observe your energy and identify areas of imbalances. It helps you with alignment. You get to use modalities to clear blockages and restore flow. And integration. Give yourself time to heal and to process and integrate these practices into your daily life. So I mentioned something that really supports me with decision making. So as manifesting generators, um, and with any energy type, but manifesting generators, we are known as the time benders. So we're able to really move from thing to thing or from time frame to time frame with ease and be able to make decisions at the drop of a hat. And one of the things that has supported me with that is kinesthetic muscle testing. And muscle testing is also known as applied kinesiology. It is a technique used to assess the body's response to various stimuli, or basically, another word for stimuli is just sources of information or sources of energy. This method involves testing the strength or weakness of a specific muscle group to gather information about the body's energy flow, nutritional needs, emotional state, or overall health. And this is something that I literally use all day, every day. I talk about it with probably every single conversation. And even you'll see me if I'm pausing to like check in about something, I'm muscle testing to see what response I'm getting energetically. How it works is is really tuning in and tapping into your energetic body to see how your energy is responding to a stimuli or another source of energy. The body's muscles respond differently to stimuli that align with its energy versus those that create disharmony. Sometimes, depending on your body, a strong muscle response typically indicates that the body is in balance or aligned with the stimulus. A weak muscle response can signal stress, imbalance, or incompatibility. Your testing process is to prepare to whether standing or sitting. Like, there's a way to do muscle testing with a practitioner. There's also a way to muscle test with yourself. So you prepare, you apply the stimulus, whether it's a supplement, a thought, a food, or even a question. In the response, the assessment, whether you get a weak or strong response, which is a yes or no response. The practitioner evaluates whether the muscle remains strong or weak when the stimulus is presented. And again, this is something that you can do with yourself or with the practitioner. The mind-body connection, this process relies on the idea that the subconscious mind and body know what is beneficial or harmful. Muscle testing taps into this innate intelligence. It's literally like understanding that you have the answers to everything within your energetic body, within your subconscious, within your mind, within your body, and your body can give you a response and an answer in an instant if you ask the right questions. Ask your body, your being, your energetic body the right questions. I mentioned it is used for identifying nutritional needs. So it's something that if you want to try a new supplement, you can literally do a muscle test with the supplement to see if it's aligned for your energy. And I literally do it on a day-to-day basis. I don't necessarily have specific like supplements that I take every day because our bodies change every single day. And if you check in, even before you're taking your supplements, and even down to the dosage, it will tell you, oh, you need to take 1 pill today or 2 pills today or not take it at all. So it's important for us to be mindful in each moment, not just going off of, oh, this is what I've done, this is what I've been doing, because sometimes that's not supportive because, again, our bodies change every single day and will give a different response when we check in and understand, okay, today I don't need to take the supplement. My body doesn't need it. It can detect allergies or sensitivities, emotional blockages, energy balancing. It can support you with clearing blockages, clearing limiting beliefs, guiding decision making, asking yourself yes or no questions, assessing organ function. This is something that I'm also introductory certified in. I can touch a certain organ and see if it's under stress or it's malfunctioning. And I can test your body to see what supplements you might need in order to release the stress of that organ or to get it back into proper functioning order. Validating interventions as well. Like I said, it can test for the efficiency of treatments, exercises, and modalities to your individual body. So a lot of times we have these exercise programs or these plans for different things, but when you check in and stop and pause and check in with your body through muscle testing, you'll see that a lot of these treatments or exercises or plans are not aligned for you on a day-to-day basis. Self-muscle testing techniques. There are many different techniques. The one that I use, of course, the sway test. There are the finger ring test or the O-ring test, and that's using your index finger and your thumb on one hand, and your thumb and your index finger on the other hand, and making a figure 8 and testing. Okay, show me yes. For me, a yes is it will stay closed. I'll say show me no, and it will open up. So as I'm asking myself questions like, is my name Jaleesa? It will stay closed. Is my name Ashley? It will open up. But it takes time to really process and understand that this is your body's response and this is what's going on in order to ask yourself questions and know what's a positive, what's a negative, what's a yes, or what's a no. This is something that I've been doing for years, and this is the way I've been doing it. I've tried the sway test. Also, the finger press test. You press your index finger and your middle finger or your pointer finger together, and you can ask, like, show me yes, and it will stay closed, or show me no, and it will break. So there are so many ways to do muscle testing. You got to play around with them and see. The arm resistance muscle test is you hold your arm out, and with your other hand, you can say, show me yes, and it'll either go down or show me no, and it'll stay up. Or the opposite way. It just depends on your body's response. The pendulum is also another way of energetic testing. You can hold a pendulum or any object on a string over your palm, and you'll say, show me yes, and the pendulum will move in a circular motion or a back and forth motion. Or you can say, show me no, and it'll move in whatever direction, or circular motion or back and forth. But it just depends on the energy, how the energy is moving, and the pendulum or object that you're using. And this is best for energetic testing for deeper and intuitive questions. Any questions about the different techniques or about muscle testing overall? I'm going to show a short video about muscle testing before we move forward. Let me check and see. Yes, but this is something that when I say I use it literally all day, every single day, it really supports me with making decisions at the drop of a hat and tuning into the things and the people around me to see if they're aligned. I literally went to a networking event, and at the beginning of the networking event, I kind of tapped into the energy of the room, and I checked in with myself to see who I was going to connect with at this networking event. So it prevented me from trying to go through all of these people. I was able to tap in and tune in to say, oh, these are the 3 people that are aligned for me to connect with in this moment or for this day. And it helps with decision fatigue, so I'm not like overwhelmed with all the different options, because it's like, okay, you can pick up something or try something and say, is this aligned, or is this good for me, or is this something for me to try, or is this a person for me to be around? Literally anything and everything. So I'm going to check the chat and play this quick video.
Hey guys, I'm going to share with you a very simple yet very effective technique how to get connected with your subconscious and get answers from inside of yourself. This is called muscle, comes from the science called which studies the reaction of muscles on various things. So how it works, whenever we say something which is an absolute truth, our muscles react in a very exciting way, so they become stronger. We can check that by sticking 2 fingers, like you can use a thumb and a middle finger, or a thumb and a point finger. I'm going to use the thumb and a middle finger, and using another hand, another finger, try to break that through. And you make sure this is a very strong tension here, right? So you make sure you do not want this to break out. Okay, and try to like break it with another finger, and now sitting something, like for example, my name is Sveta. I am in Indonesia. I'm a woman. I'm a man. Okay, so what happened? It just broke. Whenever we say something which is false, our muscles react in a stressful way. And that's how we can check if something what we are checking is true or false. And since our subconscious has access to what we see, what we experience, we can already check it with the muscle testing. And for example, whenever you go to the supermarket and you see something and you want to make the best decision for you, let's say 2 types of oranges, you can start checking in with yourself, like, okay, this is number 1, this is number 2. Number 1 is the best for me. Number 2 is the best for me. Okay, and it will say yes or no, depending on which ones are better. And it also depends what is better for you, what defines better for you. It can be the freshest quality, it can be the color, it can be size. So as more exact you define whatever is better for you, the more precise answer you will be able to get. And you can start practicing this with different kinds of things. And if you have any questions, please write in comments below. Thank you.
Yes. So this is something that when I tell y'all, it saves me so much money in the grocery store because you go to the grocery store if you hungry, like you literally just gonna be picking up stuff. And but I literally before I pick anything up, I'm literally muscle testing to see if it's something that I need or something that is aligned for my energy or if I even need to buy it. So when I tell you it can literally support you with anything and everything, like she said, checking in to see, okay, are these the types of grapes or these the types of oranges or, what, bread do I need to buy? Like those types of things that you can really check in with your body and see what is aligned so that you're giving your body the most nourishing things and the most energetically aligned things. So it is 8:28. I want to let me see what else we got left today. Okay. I was under your bread, Lucy. It won't come out. Okay. So if there is someone that wants to practice this with me. So I mentioned I have been practicing some energetic work with one of my coaches, and there is this modality that he calls or he's coined energetic magic. And it supports you with, so say you're stuck in a certain area, whether it's relationships, business, finances, with issue with your child. So the way that he does it is he'll ask you, okay, what do you want to work on? And you'll start to share what's going on, and he asks certain questions to uncover the limiting beliefs. And it's important for you to have a willingness and have a belief that this will actually work, because again, this is not, hold on y'all. My 2-year-old is having it up. Okay, so Trinice, to answer your question, the muscle technique that I typically use is the O, or the figure 8. So your index finger and your thumb on one hand interlocked with the index finger and the thumb of your other hand. So that's typically the one that I use. Sometimes if I can't use both my hands, I'll use this one where it's just my index finger and my thumb, or my middle finger and my thumb, to test to do the muscle testing. But typically I use the figure 8 or the O-ring technique. But what I was saying was my experience with this work. So when there's an energetic release, he'll like yawn or cough. For me, it's weird. But when I have an energetic release or someone else in the room has an energetic release, I either burp or yawn. So doing this work, that was one of the reasons why I was kind of hesitant to share it with other people, because they like, why she keep burping like that? Literally, I'll be in, like, I'll be doing this work like silently around other people, like my kids and my mom. And my kids will turn around like, Mom, why you keep burping like that? But I'm like literally having energetic releases. And it's weird. It's not necessarily something that I've ever experienced before. That's again a reason why I was like hesitant to kind of put it out there. But you can raise your hand if you want to kind of test and see what this experience is like, or you can just come off mute.
I'll do it.
Okay, Trinice. So, what is something that you feel stuck with, or something that you want to work on, or a limiting belief that you want to release?
Um, Feeling as if I don't deserve to be wealthy.
Where do you think that feeling or thought came from?
Um, Probably, I mean, I grew up semi-poor. We're in working class, like family. And I think subconsciously I just grew to believe like that would be my life, being a working class.
You said that will be your life. What?
Being working class.
Okay. So so you would say that it came from your family and the environment that you grew up in.
Yeah,
Is that my phone? Let me see. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. So you said that you feel like it came from this idea or this belief came from your family and the environment that you grew up in?
Did you hear me?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I said yeah.
Okay. So my question to you is, and you might experience, it might be a tingling feeling, it might be some resistance in your chest, it might be, depending on whether your response is a yes or no, I'll be able to tell whether it's a true yes or a true no. So my question to you is, are you willing to step out of the belief that you are always meant to be working class?
Yes.
That's coming up as true. I told y'all. This is why I was like, I don't want to do this in front of people.
That's hilarious.
Um, Excuse me. And what is it that you feel will be most supportive for you at this time to really integrate this new belief of, so what's the new belief you want to replace this old belief with?
That I'm worthy wealth. I deserve wealth.
Is still something blocking you from that belief? Um, what else do you think might be keeping you from believing that you're worthy or capable of achieving wealth?
I A part of me feels like um that saying more money problems is true. So I think that part of me is scared.
And where do you think that belief came from?
I I still think it's upbringing, it's family and environment.
Would you say that it's coming from your inner child?
Possibly.
So are you willing to step out of the belief that more money equals more problems?
Yes. I'm willing to try.
It's got to be a yes or no.
Well,
Are you willing or not?
yes.
Okay, that's coming up as true. Okay. I think there was a shift. Did you feel any shifts or did you feel any? Yeah.
Felt something like I felt pressure in my head and on my back.
Yeah. So it's the deep rooted beliefs physically that are impacting your nervous system. Your nervous system is like trying to hold on to these beliefs because they are what kept you safe. They are what kept you in a space of understanding, like, this belief of, okay, more money, more problems has been keeping you stuck financially, because it's like, okay, if I know that more money's equals more problems, I'm going to do everything I can to stay away from those problems. So your mind and your nervous system is like, we're gonna do what we can to keep her safe. So that's where that pressure comes from in your mind and your back, because it's like your nervous system is like, we don't want to let go of these beliefs. We don't want to let go of this because this is what has been keeping us safe. But it's also been keeping you stuck financially. So there's going to be it's like a fight between your old self and this new self, this new belief, this new idea of, you know what? I can be wealthy and I can do it with ease. This idea of more money doesn't have to equal more problems. More money can equal more choices. More money can equal more options. More money can equal the life and the freedom that I desire and that I deserve. And walking in this understanding and belief that you are worthy, you are capable of creating and generating wealth with ease. It's important for you to understand and know that you are born to be wealthy. You are born worthy. You are born enough. You are born with the innate ability to create wealth. But the experiences that you've had, the upbringing that you had, the examples that you had have caused you to believe something that is untrue about uh your true being. So this shift, it might not even seem like anything different, but the thought pattern, the way that you shift out of um financial decisions, or shift through or navigate through financial decisions, is going to start to change, because now you've shifted your belief around it. You've been able to release those beliefs and say, you know what, this is something that I've been believing for X amount of years, or even all my life, because I was conditioned to believe this thing. But now I'm believing something different and something new, and things are going to start to shift for you financially. So,
My dogs are barking. Thank you.
you're welcome. Thank you for being so brave and stepping up to do this with me. Y'all was gonna let me off the hook, okay? Because if nobody raised their hand, I'd have been like, okay.
No, I'm willing to try anything.
Yes, I so appreciate you. This was something I literally talked to Tracy about. Was that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. I'm like, I was so like nervous, because I'm like, this is not something I've ever done before in front of people. And the whole burping thing, when there's an energetic shift, I'm like, I don't like people gonna have a lot to say about that, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be obedient. I'm going to share what God has given me to share. And it's your willingness, your ability to believe something different, your ability to try and put yourself out there to say, this is what I'm struggling with, and I'm choosing in this moment to put it out there and do something to shift out of this struggle, out of this challenge, out of this place of stuckness, and release the limiting beliefs around it. So I'm celebrating you, Trinice. Thank you so much for participating, for raising your hand to do this with me, because it has literally, you've done something for me just as much as I've done something for you. So I just want to say thank you so much, because now I'm less nervous about it.
You're doing great.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
No problem.
Tracy says, thank you both for being so vulnerable. You're welcome, Tracy. I appreciate y'all. Tia says, I've never heard of this technique used in this manner. Very interesting. Yeah, it's not something, even with being a Reiki master, it's not something that I've ever like heard of until I connected with Shiraz Babu. Is who I got this technique from. And started to use it for myself and implement it in getting the energetic shifts that I was getting, and uncovering and releasing energetic and limiting beliefs So that is something that I will incorporate into the memberships that I mentioned earlier inside of the Healed Money Movement and inside of She's Ready Society. For those that join, will be able to do those during the healing circles, the healing experience. We have the money healing experience inside of the Healed Money Movement, and our um, regular healing experience inside of She's Ready Society, where I'll be doing more of this hot seat coaching, energetic coaching, and support. So, what is your takeaway or your aha moment? So you can either come off mute or drop it in the chat. Hey, YouTube. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all can drop in the chat any takeaways or ahas, or even if you have any questions. But your next steps as attendees of this or watchers of the replay is for you to reflect on how you apply, even if it's just one thing, whether it was the muscle testing or the authority or tapping in and tuning into your energy type. What is the one thing that you'll apply from what you learned today? Because a lot of times we can attend master classes, workshops, courses, do all of these different things, but walk away and not apply anything that we learned. So, what is the one thing that you can apply and use moving forward to support you with eliminating limiting beliefs? Yes, the muscle testing. Yes. And of course, as I mentioned, you can explore the next opportunity, whether you want to join the Healed Money Movement, if you really want to work through and work on your healing your relationship with money. That is $22 a month or $222 for the year. I wanted to make it accessible and available for those that really desire to level up financially and really work through eliminating the limiting beliefs that they have around finances, building wealth, and generating money, manifesting money with ease. So that is the link to that is, I will drop it in the chat, www.jaleesahardy.com/healed money movement. And then She's Ready Society is for those that are entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, aspiring authors, aspiring speakers, or speakers that desire to have support and community around what they're doing with their business, with their speaking career, or with their self-publishing journey. And that is jaleesahardy.com/SRS. Um, but all the other things that I provide are on my website, jaleesahardy.com. If you have any questions or if you just want to connect, let me know. You can email me at hello@jaleesahardy.com. And most of you are probably already on my email list anyway. hello@jaleesahardy.com. Why is it doing this to me? Okay. Hello at Lisa. There you go. All right. Let me see. Our body literally communicates with us. Absolutely. Our body, our subconscious, our inner being, literally, like, you can tap into your, it's a limitless innate wisdom and knowledge that you have. You can tap into through your inner authority, through muscle testing. It's literally like, it's amazing what we have access to, but what we've been conditioned to believe, we need to go to other people, other sources, or, other people for guidance and answers, when we literally have all the answers within us. Um, so any questions, anything, anybody, might have any concerns about, anything like that. And I need to stop sharing so I can drop the feedback form in the chat. Let me check and see if anybody has any questions on YouTube. You're welcome. Thank you, Tia. You too. All right. We already talked about next steps, but I would love to hear one word in the chat or out loud about your experience here tonight. Enlightening. Enlightened. I love it. So we are going to do some closing breaths. This one is going to be a little bit different from the box breath. We're going to inhale for 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. Get as relaxed as you can, releasing any tension from your head down to your toes, checking in with the different parts of your being. And inhale, hold, release. Inhale, hold, exhale. One more time. Inhale, hold, release. Start to flutter your eyes open. Give yourself a stretch. Give yourself a squeeze. Show yourself love for showing up here tonight, for being willing to learn something new, being willing to be in the room, showing up for me, showing up for you, showing up for those that you're going to be able to support by sharing this information with them. When you start to implement, see the shifts, see the changes, share what you've learned here, share what has been supported for you so that other people can have access to this information. I have definitely been in a space of, it's definitely been an uncomfortable season, sharing a lot of the things that I'm sharing, but the feedback, the words of encouragement, people giving me my flowers and, encouraging me for continuing to show up and continuing to share the things that God has given me to share instead of keeping them to myself. It's been amazing. So I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. We did the one word reflection, but I want to say, as always, just remember that I love you, I see you, and I'm so proud of you just for being you, for continuing to show up for me, continuing to show up for you, being willing to learn and implement new things. Remember that you are enough. You are worthy. You are valuable just as you are. You are born worthy. You were born valuable. You were born enough. Your experiences, the people around you, the things that happen cannot take away or add to that. You have a limitless value, a limitless worthiness, a limitless enoughness. And the way that you show up in the world is just an expression of that. So give yourself a hand, give yourself a hug. I'm celebrating each and every one of you for showing up, for those that will watch the replay, for those that will share this with someone else so that they can see the power of this muscle testing, the power of human design, the power of the energetic work that I do, so that they'll know that they have the innate ability to heal themselves too. So thank you, ladies. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope that you have an amazing weekend. And happy holiday if I don't see you anytime soon. I know I have some more events coming up before Christmas, but thank y'all so much. And good night. Thank you, Trinice. I appreciate you, boo.
Happy holidays, ladies, and I'll see you guys at another time.
Happy
Thank you, Talisa.
holidays. You're welcome. Bye, YouTube. Thank you, Tia. I appreciate you. Yes, informative and innovative. Y'all so dope. Good night.